This year, I'm actually celebrating the holidays here in Montana, and it's the first Christmas I'm not going to be spending with my own family. I'm going to be shipping some delicious cookies to everyone that I know. Nothing says happy holidays like homemade cookies and a handwritten card. I'm going to show you one of my favorite holiday cookie recipes that is so easy to send to friends and family, no matter where they're celebrating this year. Alright, so let's get started making our vanilla spice shortbread cookies. The first thing we're going to do is we're just going to mix up our dry ingredients. 1 teaspoon of fennel seeds and 1 teaspoon of anise. You just want to crush them up a little bit. Dried orange, cardamom, 2.5 cups of flour. Perfect. A little bit of nutmeg. You can't have holidays without the nutmeg. Nice, warm, nutty spice. A little bit of salt. Give that a shake. So, that's our dry ingredients. We're gonna throw 2 sticks of butter. And you wanna make sure your butter is room temperature when you start making these cookies. So I'm just gonna slowly add in 1 cup of sugar to our 2 sticks of butter, sour cream, a little bit of vanilla, and then all of our dry ingredients. There we go. This is how you know the dough is done, when it all comes together in a ball. It's pretty soft right now, which is exactly what we're looking for. So we're just gonna cut this in half, and all I'm gonna do is just roll it out a little bit. I'm just trying to get it to 10 inches. And all you wanna do is just wrap it really slowly, make sure it's nice and tight. And then, there we go, ready for the freezer. And whenever we're ready to ship a package, all you gotta do is pull it out of the freezer, slice it up, and throw it in the oven. So I let this dough chill for a little bit. It's nice and firm now. Slice it up into 1/2-inch rounds. And I'm just going to grab a sheet tray. I lined it with a little bit of parchment paper so it doesn't stick. And I'll just pop our little shortbread cookie doughs right onto this sheet pan. I have an oven set at 350 degrees, and I'm gonna cook these for 12 to 15 minutes. So while those cookies are in the oven, I'm gonna get started on our topping. A little bit of sugar, 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon. And then you just want to set that aside, and while these cookies are baking, I'm going to start writing my holiday cards. This holiday season, things may be a little bit different, but they don't need to be less merry. Since I won't be spending the holidays with my parents this year, I'm going to include a Hallmark holiday card in my cookie care package. A card can brighten someone's day with a meaningful note, so you can share more merry. Check out Hallmark.com so you can see what cards can do this holiday season. The timer just went off, so I'm going to check our cookies and see what they look like. Nice golden brown edges, still a little pale in the middle. They should be warm to the touch, but not hot. You can just take them out using your hands. Toss the cookies one at a time in this cinnamon sugar. So I put a bunch of cupcake liners inside of our tin. Now I'm just gonna fill each of those with a couple of cookies. And I'm going to add a little bit of holiday flair.
I'm going to show you a chocolatey version. And since I'm sending it to you, I was like, I should add something to make it a little bit salty, a little bit fun. So let me get started here. In this stand mixer, I'm just going to put in 2 sticks of softened butter. You want to make sure it's super soft, by the way. Check out how soft that is. A tablespoon of sour cream. So a little bit of sour cream went in there. And then 1 cup of sugar. I'm just gonna turn that on and let that all kind of come together. While that's mixing up, I'm going to sift together our ingredients. We're using cocoa powder here. You always wanna make sure that you sift your cocoa powder, especially if you live in a humid environment. It has a tendency to get really clumpy. Right. 1/2 teaspoon of salt, forgot about that. And I'm just gonna pick up this sheet of wax paper.
Yeah, if you put all that in a bowl and you try and put the bowl next to the other bowl, they hit each other, it goes everywhere, it's a pain in the butt.
Once it kind of comes together, which this one is, it'll start to pull away from the sides of the bowl. That way you know it's kind of ready for all of your mix-in. Dark chocolate, a little bit of milk chocolate, and I chopped it up a little bit too. So 1/2 cup of each, then 1/2 cup of chopped salted pistachios. You mix that up, you let that come together, divide the dough in half just like we did with the vanilla sugar cookie, and then you roll it up. And honestly, if you're not gonna mail something, you could just give them a log of cookie dough. I would love that. So this is what our dough looks like once you slice it up. You put a bunch of those on a cookie sheet with parchment paper,
Right, just like
and bake that in the oven. Here's our cookies already finished.
Gorgeous.
And I put a little bit of salt on top for you, Rach, because I know that you like that. I'm going to pack these up and send it with this little holiday card.
Oh,
Look how cute that one is. Isn't that one fun?